Hello everyone, I'm Mikey, aka Flickmaster Mike. This is going to be in the bag at North Island Champs. I guess with the weather we've got, we'll start with rain cover, pound. Best rain cover. Magnets, just flips down and locks shut, keeps all the weather out, so amazing. In the top, we've got some putters. I've been putting with the new Zero. It's been going quite good, really nice and straight with that really minimal finish is what I'll call it. Just holds and stays where you want to put it. You want to aim right at the center of the basket and it will just stay there. So I have two of those for putting, and oldest disc in the bag, the old mustard pig, the flippy pig, or the straight pig. It just is going until it gets lost somewhere. It's going to stay in the bag. Forehands, backhands, everywhere. Probably the most seen disc I've got. In the top, rangefinder. When you're playing courses that you don't know well and are not your local, one of the most important things. So the little Bushnell edge. What else have we got? We'll flip this up and out the way. Got a nice array of colors in there. Next pig, more overstable. Just has that bit more finish. Doesn't tend to sort of flip over and have that extra glide. So it doesn't go as far as the mustard pig, but is more reliable in windier situations. We'll put him down there for now. Next in, two Tauros. First Toro I got was this one in Star Plastic. Mark Rewe brought that one back from the States when the Toros just came out. So that's like the little limited first run kind of ones that came out. And then this one's a newer, more of a stable champion one. Just when you got more wind or you need to make sure you don't go too far. Awesome, the Toro. Rock 3 in the Pro Glow. Good, straight feeling mid. Small finish at the end. Just holds and goes where you put it. If you want to hold it on an Anheuser line, it stays over there. You can get that hyzer to flip to flat and it will just push forward and not have a big crazy skip finish, which is quite nice. Alright. Star Eagle for when I want to go a bit further. Forehand shots is going to be, going quite well with this one. Holds, goes far, and then just has a dependable finish. And the same for the backhand. It's not going to be something that's getting max distance, but it's an enjoyable disc that I can rely on to go up to a certain amount. When we want that little bit more distance, I have two Thunderbirds, both of which have been used for flick rollers at different times. This one being more overstable and is the one I use the most now. But sometimes you want to go a little straighter and a little further, and so the older Star Thunderbird still stays in the bag just for those times. What do we got next? One of the more pretty discs in the bag from a recent delivery was this Firebird in the Halo plastic. A little bit straighter than my Glow Firebirds, but still good and overstable and just pushes a little more distance, which is quite nice. So yeah, cheers to the team at Innova. Stack of destroyers. For this course, we have a few different destroyer situations. More recently, I added this purple destroyer in the bag. it's a lot straighter and has a bit more flip, and is a lot more domey than the other destroyers that I have, or my usual destroyer. It's more soft and has this big pop top. It bombs and goes far, sometimes too far. This destroyer is a lot flatter and has a lot less glide, but flies the same kind of line. So if I think I don't want to go too far, then I'll throw this one instead. But the flight paths are similar, and sometimes you want two discs that fly almost the same, because if you just threw one and it gets wet because it's raining, you can switch to the other one and have a dry disc for the shot. Two different Kelvin Heimberg Halo destroyers. The older one, which is more beat, and then a newer one, which is a lot more new and overstable. Everyone knows how these fly. They dump. You don't have to mess around with them too much. And then we go into distancey stack of Shrikes. There's a lot of Shrikes here because when it's raining, I just want to pick up a dry disc and throw it. Very understable. The first Shrike that I ever threw is still here in the bag, in the blue champ plastic, going strong, but very understable now, for mostly backhands. And then I've got two of these newer G-Star Shrikes for maximum kind of distance, tailwind and no wind situations. They go far. You'll see one go OB long in some footage, I'm sure. These two are newer Halo ones, and they are more stable, obviously, than the G-Star. Both looking amazing, and just that little bit more reliable, so they don't tend to flip over as much. They'll have a bit more finish at the end as well. The red Halo Shrike was the first second Halo Shrike that I got, and this one is the most stable one. Flies more like a destroyer, but has extra long distance that the destroyers just don't have, which is pretty cool. Lucky last disc in the bag. Ooh, nearly lost that. Is this Blizzard Boss. Now, a lot of people don't sort of know or realize this, but sometimes it's really handy to have a lightweight disc in your bag if you're stuck behind some trees and you have to stand still and throw far. So I've got a Blizzard Boss for that reason. It's extremely light, but goes really far even at a standstill. So getting out of trouble, some tomahawks or all sorts of things that you don't want to have to do, that disc does an amazing job of it. What else is hiding in the bag? Oh, they're falling over. We've got a couple of minis, which are pretty cool. Yeti Focus Fire, signed by Yeti, which is pretty cool. This one's a wood mini that was from the, what was it? Pretty sure it was the championships of putting, World Champ putting. And this was made from the leftover wood of the trophies from the World Champs of putting. So that one's really cool. And this one's a nice Santa Cruz little mini, Innova Mini, that I got when winning a comp at Kyle's place. So cheers, Kyle. Awesome mini. I use that one a lot. What else is hiding in the bag? We're almost there. This one is the new or newer Innova Safari Pack, which is doing really well. Has some good side pockets and a bunch of gear that I can hide in there. Rainwear for our current comp situation. So rain jacket. I should probably show you this. Ultra lightweight, but very, very maneuverable and breathable. Still my favorite rain jacket that I have. So yeah, that's from Rab. They make amazing sort of hiking equipment, and it's perfect for disc golf. Hiding else in here. Phone attached to my bag so I can't lose it. Rain pants, rain pants. Handy. And this is another good one for keeping hands dry. So in here I have a chalk bag from rock climbing, but also a dry bag from Innova as well. Hands get wet, they're not going to be wet after you touch this. Oh, towels. There we go. That guy there. Such a cool graphic as well. Oh, you can't even see it. There we go. It's pretty awesome. And for warm-ups or in between shots and throws. So you can just, you know, practice those drives and have that resistance. Really good additive. And for this comp, I think I've got 5 to 7 towels in the bag because it's going to be wet. Unfortunately. Cheers, guys. That's my in the bag for 2023 on the big courses. And thanks to my sponsors, Innova Champion Discs and Small Planet Disc Sports.